Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. If you have any requests for us to check any charts, please post them at the end of the session, the live session that we're having every Sunday around 3 p.m. Eastern time. At the same time, you can visit our website. We have pricing for monthly subscription. We have a pack for $25 that covers a monthly subscription for the live streaming with the dedicated chat Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, either London or New York sessions. We cover Forex and indices and some stocks, and these recordings will be sent to you via email, accessible for 1 day. There's a lot of educational stuff that happen inside the chat and the live session. And we have the live trading, which is $75 a month. It's an extra, it covers all the $25 monthly subscription plus members area, where we have full access for more than 2 years of recording and analysis for more than 32 pairs, majors, yen pairs, pound, euro, all indices, commodities, crypto, and tradable ideas. So hopefully, if you are interested, we can see you in the chat. We have a public chat. We can answer all your questions and post some ideas in it. It's a Telegram chat. Some people ask me if we have any Discord. Yes, but it's not active at the time being. What we have is Telegram. So hopefully we can see you in the chat. For this week, most of our pairs worked out as we planned. We took some beautiful trades, especially on the weakness of the dollar. We indicated a lot of beautiful setups that happened around Wednesday, around Tuesday night, and Thursdays were indicated in our live sessions. If you follow up with us for a while, you know we trade in a different way. We combine institutional setups, but in a different concept approach by Elliot wave. So you'll see me talking in the videos. There's a missing leg, combined legs, corrections. So this is the concept, and it's most of the time our analysis doesn't mean that we trade them. It doesn't mean that we trade them, but our analysis pan out 80 to 90% of the time. In trading, you have analysis and you have trading setups. So the trading setup is different from the analysis. Some people are good at analyzing the market, but they don't know how to trade. In our community, we teach you all of these to have a perfect analysis and at the same time to know how to trade them. And many times the analysis it works out, but it does not ticks the boxes for your trading setup. You have to be disciplined in your trades for you to have the consistency. Now enough talk, let's go to the weekly analysis for the YouTube. Keep in mind that we cover more than 32 pairs in our website. For the indices, we're looking for the following: a correction towards these ends, covering this setup, and then one more drop, same thing as this one, before continuation for the uptrend. Keep in mind On the November 3rd is the election, so there's gonna be a lot of volatility going on. So if you are not familiar with volatility or know how to trade very volatile markets, we suggest you stay out of it until this 2 weeks pass. For the indices, they're all the same. We just cover the basic ones, which is like S&P 500. We're looking for this week a strength, and then one more drop to complete a correction, then continuation for the uptrend. That moves us to the DXY. If you are a sell and took the sell as we indicated last week, move your stop loss to break even. If you can take partial, please take partial, because we're expecting a correction around these areas, but mainly we're still looking for sell setups. Weakness in the DXY, maybe after the election, but for the time being we're still looking for weakness for the DXY. For this week till like Tuesday or Wednesday, we're looking for a correction and then a sell. This drop might be the last drop, so be careful. It might be very volatile, massive drop, knocks everybody out and reversal. So just take your time trading and know what you're doing. Euro USD, same concept. I'm expecting a correction, a small correction around the 1 hour, and continuation for the uptrend. Same thing as the DXY. This one we're looking for a last push till the 121, 122 area, breaking the stop. So any buy setup, take it, but keep in mind to take partial profits around these areas and move break even. This can be very choppy. GU, a beautiful setup was taken here for the buy. For this week, expecting a continuation for the uptrend. This can be the following and continue for the uptrend if it confirms the buy setup. Most of the pound pairs, they're showing a bit of weakness than strength, so I think this is gonna do the following. It's gonna consolidate in this area, but we gotta follow the DXY. So we're looking for a buy. I don't really trade pound pairs, so if you want me to check more, please put your question in the chat after the session. I will answer all questions. CAD pair, USD CAD. I suggested last week to look for a buy after this drop, and that's what we're looking for. This can very simply correct double bottom at the around these areas and then go up. Now after forming this setup, this one can very simply do the following, right, like that, and continue the downtrend. This downtrend on the higher time frame is not yet over. We're still looking for this drop to complete the following. So keep in mind, when we're looking for a buy, it's a counter trend buying. So you just gotta go in, take your pips, have your target meet and out. You do not hold, because it's a counter trend. It did not confirm the reversal yet. So basically, if you want to trade this uptrend, go in, take it and move out. But majorly trend is towards the down, breaking this low and even these lows that are down here. But for this week, we're looking for buy, which is Elliot wave talking, a C wave of a correction, and then a drop. This drop should be fast, same thing as this one right here. Swissy was expecting a nice pull to the upside. It did not work. Not all analysis work, so we did not have any sell orders been taken. But for the time, the shape that it formed, we're looking for it to continue heading down. This can retest these areas, which I doubt it will, but the direction is the downtrend. We did not have an entry because I was looking for a bit of a nice pullback before any sell that happened on UCAT, for example, that happened on the euro, on USD yen. It was a beautiful setup we indicated live on here last Sunday. So I'm looking for continuation for the downtrend, but as I said, the XY might be the last leg, so be careful with your last move. But for the time being, if we receive this setup, we might take the sell to break these lows. NU, like, it's following. I always say these are just direction, what we look at, how we look at the market, but it's most of the time they're accurate. So what we're looking at the time being is a touch of this area, and then a correction. Do you take a buy? There's a setup that's forming around the 15-minute, but it depends what kind of a trader you are. So, but majorly we're looking for a correction before any continuation for the uptrend. So you can wait for this correction to happen. Aussie, the same thing. We were looking for a sell. We said last week look for a sell till down here, and that's what we got. Now we're having this correction. So if the XY is dropping, that means this one is heading up. This can be a beautiful buy, but wait for it. As I said, it's gonna be very volatile. I personally suggest, if you're not experienced enough, do not trade these 2 weeks. Silver, I'm looking for the down move till these areas before any continuation for the uptrend. We're still in the uptrend. This can be counter tradable if you know how. Gold, down move before any continuation for the uptrend. Same thing as silver. Oil, sell setup, we said it last week. Sell setup, that should have been your entry, taken out these highs, and we're heading down. This drop can break this, or it can stop around these areas. If it stops around these areas, you can see if it's forming a correction, this can continue heading down, and if it bounces from here, we wait. Always keep in mind, you act with the market. So if it bounces, does a fake out and bounces on any correction or any quick drop, take your buys back to the top till up here. But for the time being, we are in a sell. USD yen, it was a beautiful call. We were around these areas and we said wait for the correction and a drop. Hopefully most of you took this drop, and you should be banking some profit. As we always say, pay yourself first, then let it run. For this week, I'm looking either a drop or another correction before any fake out and then reversal. So this is the last drop I'm looking at for this setup that's right here. This can very simply do a correction around these areas and continue. But for next week, I'm looking for a correction and one more drop. Maybe we trade it, maybe not. We discuss all of these in our midweek live sessions. JJ, we're looking for a correction, as I said, on most of the pound pairs. We're looking weak, but before any major buy to the top. So last week indicated look for a buy, and this week also I will indicate look for end of this, maybe a break of this low, but we're looking for a buy. Crypto. A lot of new traders love trading crypto. It's in a buy, so stop trading the short sells. It's an investment. Look for buys. We said it from here, from this drop, and last week. Buys. These are all buy setups. If you don't know how, please visit our website. We can make the market and trading very simple. For this week, this can very simply continue the uptrend, and if it does that, same thing as this one, please buy it. That's my own personal thoughts. We're not giving financial advice, but I hate seeing people losing money. So buy this dip if we get it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for joining in. I will take some requests. So please, whoever wants me to check any chart, type it in the chat. It would be my pleasure to give my own thoughts on it. You're welcome, Michael. I indicated this chart, I think 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. We're still in a down move on the 4 hour, but should be looking towards these areas, a drop before any continuation for the uptrend. For any pullback, any correction setup, any break of trend, I don't know what kind of trader you are, sell it till these areas. Copper, we've been following it from this drop 3 weeks ago. When they get the drop, then we get the buy, then a buy, then a buy. Now where we are, I suggest if you're on a long, take your profit, or partial if you like to hold and wait. This can very simply do the following and correct. If it comes back inside this zone, wait for the correction and you can sell. I don't suggest you buy in these areas unless we have a major correction on this time frame indicating for a continuation for the uptrend. The only thing I can say, if you are in a buy, take partial or take profit and wait for a correction. Anything else? Hopefully I answered your question, Mr. Neil. You're more than welcome, sir. Okay guys, thank you for joining. Have a beautiful week. Hopefully we can see you in our chat. Don't forget, we have a $25 monthly subscriptions for with us doing live analysis and trade setups 3 times a week. The recording will be sent to you via email, accessible for 1 day. And trade safe.